Oh boy, guys, the workout has just started, and my stomach's already fucking growling, man. It's gonna be one hell of a workout. Nope. Oh yeah. I know this is a pretty rare occurrence, isn't it? I'm actually doing some front delt work today, some shoulder pressing. Not gonna do a lot though. I'm not. I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna work up to two heavy-ish. Like I mean, fuck. I shouldn't have to say at this point, but two heavier sets, like always. Whether it be 225 or a little more, I don't know yet. We'll see how the warm ups go. And then after that, I think I'm gonna do two sets of behind the head at at a lighter clip for somewhere between 15 and 20 reps. Now, the behind the head. Let me get some 45s over here. A lot of behind the head stuff can sometimes get a bad rap, and I mean, I can understand the philosophy, what they're thinking, but I don't know. I feel like you know, as long as there's actually no pain, it's in my opinion, and it's I kind of have proof. It's only helped me to do some unconventional, unorthodox lifts like that. But there's a couple of caveats in there. You need to keep the weight pretty light. Like there's no reason, there's only a certain amount of lifts you should go really heavy with, and there's a reason for that. It's because they're very grounded, very stable, and safe. You try to go crazy heavy behind your head like that, rather than oppose going in front of the head. Like you kind of do the math there on which one's a little safer to go heavier on. So yeah, as long as you go pretty light and your form is good and the reps are controlled, it can actually help prevent injury even further. Because if you, I mean, just think about it. If you can get strong lifting, again, don't go crazy heavy, but you guys know what I mean when I say if you can get strong lifting weight behind your head, just think about how much better it's going to make you at a traditional and regular shoulder press or a bench press, whatever. But I've been doing it. I've been including it on and off in my workout routines really ever since I started, and I've never had any significant shoulder injury. The only shoulder injury I've had wasn't even technically a shoulder injury. It was bicep tendonitis connecting to the shoulder joint. That tendon was inflamed, so it felt like my shoulder was hurting, but it was actually bicep tendonitis. So, I mean, kind of, apply that as you want. But I just know that my line of thinking is, again, as long as it's safe, it can only make you better. Let's do another warm up. And it actually feels pretty good. I haven't done it in so long. Again, this is another thing. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a person can kind of get set in their ways. And I've been guilty of this. I'm kind of pointing the finger back at myself here, too. You kind of get set in your ways. And that's actually a way to increase injury risk. You got to have, it's kind of complicated because you got to have some routine of doing the same lift and keeping track of your progress of you getting stronger. But then again, after a certain point, it's good to alternate that lift with something else, because if you stick with it too long, your muscles can kind of get stiff to that movement, and your tendons, all that. And the stiffer your muscles get, the stiffer everything gets, the more likely something is going to go wrong. So it's kind of complicated. That's why you guys always see me alternate lifts in and out. And when I switch from one lift to another, after a certain while, I'll always go back to that lift that I first started with. And it's kind of like a cycle of the same lifts for a certain amount of time. But again, I always go back to each lift. So, you know what? I think I'm going to find some clamps. You got to practice safe sets, as Jesse James West would say. So, we're going to throw the clamps on here. If I can find the other one. Hmm. Tough to say, honestly. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'll probably just stick with this weight. I don't do this enough to really try to progressive overload. So, it could change after the first set, like always. But I think I'm gonna just stick with this weight and kind of see what I can get. It's not crazy heavy, but it just feels unfamiliar again because I do it like once a month. So, but I don't need a lot of front and delt work, so the weight's not really. I still want to go heavy on these first two, but it's not really the biggest concern. But you guys know me, I still want to go somewhat heavy. Let me get the smelling salts. Oh yeah. That was pretty good. I really wanted one more rep. I did. But of course I had the safety guards here, so I could have went for it, but if I did this more regularly, yeah, I'd be pushing for it a little more. But again, I just want to kind of maintain my front delts, so not the end of the world. Let's be honest, it's always nice to get that extra rep and know that you're getting stronger, but it'll come eventually. So yeah, I'll rest for a little bit and do it one more time, and then we'll do some behind the head. All right, I was really, really tempted to add just a little bit of weight on this, but I had to tell myself, no, maybe if I start throwing this in more regularly down the line in the future, start worrying about, not even worrying about it, but just keeping track and attempting to get my strength up. But again, doing this once a month, it's just not, I want to keep the reps at least more than 6. You know what I mean? It's still for strength, but it's on the higher end of strength. I think I did 8 or 9 on the first one, so try to match that. Don't know, I ain't gonna make any promises, but we'll give it a go. Fuck. Oh, that was the best idea. Oh, fuck, I really wanted that rep though. It is what it is, I guess. I'm not happy with that at all. So I think, of course, this is back when I did this. I was doing it every week, once a week. I think my best with this weight, I think the most I've ever done is 10, I believe, with 225. Yeah, so I did 8 and 8. That's not bad for literally, it's been almost a month since I've even done this. I haven't really lost anything too significant. The thing is, though, this is why it's bothering me so much. I could have done the 9th rep on the first set. I know I could have done it, but I racked the weight, and you saw what's happened on the second set. I don't know. This goes to show, after 13 years of training, you still fucking make mistakes. You just gotta kind of roll with it. But yeah, I'm gonna do, like I said, 2 sets behind the head. I'll probably just leave it at 135. I could go heavier. Well, I don't know. Let me think about it. I don't know. I might add just a little bit extra weight. But then again, I might just stick 135. I'll have to think about it for a second. I decided to add a 10 on each side. I mean, nothing crazy, but I did like 2 or 3 reps with just 135 behind my head. I mean, it felt good. It just felt a little too light. Like even going slow and controlled, it felt like I could have done probably 20, maybe a little more. So hopefully this has me around 15. Slow and controlled, nice reps. And fuck, for all I know, it might have me lower than that. It might humble me pretty fast. But I'm gonna widen my grip a little bit, take the triceps out of it a little more, and just again, I want this to be strictly shoulders as much as I can. I don't know how many that was, but it felt good. Good fucking set. So do that one more time, and then move on to some triceps. I am having a little bit the same issue I've been having the past couple days on triceps. I haven't even done a tricep movement yet either, so not a good sign. But I'm having a little bit of a tender, achy spot right on the. I mean, it's really right on like the tip of my elbow, just like last week. So I'm gonna have to kind of keep an eye on that, and we'll just kind of try to roll with it. I'll do what I can. How are the triceps looking? Hopefully, they're looking pretty fucking good. Nope. I was about to go for another one. I don't know if I'm just being overly cautious because of that last rep on the 225 on the second set. But I don't know. I just felt like my shoulder started burning really bad, and I was like, I just felt like there's a good, more of a chance that I wasn't gonna get it than get it, and I'm not gonna risk that with my hands behind my head like that, dude. Talk about popping your shoulder out of place or something. That's bad. So that was stupid. uh, yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. I was gonna do a drop set, but it's you know what? No, fuck it. Let's do a drop set. I'll take the tens off. At this point, I might only get like 10 reps, but let's do it. Why not? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's giving me a fucking badass shoulder pump. Yeah. For all you people out there kind of scared to do anything behind the head like that, I mean, ease into it, and as long as you don't have any significant pain or previous problems with mobility in that way, fucking do it, man. Again, lighten the weight, whatever you got to do. But I recommend doing it. You ain't got to do a lot either. Just 2 or 3 sets like I did. And for me, it's not that heavy, so just something pretty light, and you'd be surprised how pumped up your shoulders can get. All right, what's going on here? Fucking leaking all over the place. Let's go do some triceps, goddammit. I normally do these with, I'm gonna do just dumbbell skull crushers. I normally do these with the 80s, but since I'm having that little bit of tenderness on my right elbow, I'm gonna drop it down a whole whopping 5 pounds and do the 75s. I know it's not a lot of weight, and it's kind of like, some of you hear that and you're probably thinking, what's the point of that? But 5 pounds makes a difference on this exercise. I'll do one set and then kind of see, like always, man. If it's too bad, I might just completely switch the exercise. So, I'll have to kind of see here. Mm-hmm. All right, so real quick, the first five reps weren't that bad. It actually felt really good. And then each rep after that, I think I did 11. The next 6 reps after that, the pain got progressively worse with each one. So I'll try one more. I'll rest as long as I need to here. Got to be smart. Try one more, and again, if that pain does what it does last time, I might just do 2 sets of this and move on to something else. I don't know. I might just go straight to another shoulder and then do another tricep after that. Kind of sucks, but gotta be smart. Mm, that was a little better, but I don't want to risk it anymore. So what I think I'll do is try to snag these cables right next to me real quick, and I'll do 2 sets of those with the V bar tricep press downs, and that'll make it an even 4 sets of shoulders that I did, 4 sets of triceps, and then I'll move straight to another shoulder one after that. So let me try to snag these real quick. All right, so I got some extra weight on there. Normally I'll go a little heavier, with this. I'll probably add even 2 or 3 more 5 pound plates in there. But since I did 2 sets of skull crushes already, kind of heavy, I think I'm just gonna stick with this weight and just like I said, ride it out for 2 sets, and yeah, then we'll move on to some shoulders. All right, good set. One more like that. Okay, I got nothing. Let's go do some fucking shoulders. Whew. Fucking seated shoulder flies. I got the 45s. I'll do a set, and if I need to increase or decrease the weight, I'll do so accordingly. But we'll start with these 45s, and I feel like it'll be a pretty good weight. I don't want to. I always say this, man, but I gotta hold myself accountable to this. I don't want to go crazy heavy, so I think these 45s would be a good weight. But again, if it's just that light or that heavy, I mean, it's not gonna be heavy. But if it's just that light, I'll go up a little bit. But yeah, let's see. Damn it. Well, even even for seated shoulder flies, a little light, man. I did like 25 fucking reps or something. So I'd like to bring it down a little bit, at least somewhere between 15 and 20. So I got the 50s now. We'll see if that does it. That was better. Yeah, way fucking better. Do that one more time. Good fucking set. But you know what? I came prepared this time already. Have the dumbbells over here for my drop set. Oh wow. All right. I think next I'm just gonna do some of the tricep press downs again, but with the rope. Press it down and try to squeeze the triceps at the bottom as hard as I can. I might only do no. I'll try to do 3 sets. Might only do a couple though. It just depends with the elbow. I'm gonna jump right into this because I mean, really, other than that little tenderness on my elbow, I don't feel too bad. And I'm not going crazy heavy here with the weight. This is a more or less a tut exercise, a time under tension, which has been proven not always to be. I don't know. You know what? I'm not even gonna go off on a tangent. I'm gonna again slow eccentric and really try to squeeze a contraction here. that was actually a little tough. Wasn't expecting it to be that tough. But again, I said I didn't rest very long, so that's probably why. So yeah, do that 2 more times. Ah, ah, fuck. That shortened rest period, man. Always, man. It just, at least for me, hits me out of nowhere. Like through the first 7 or 8, and I was like, oh yeah, this is smooth, controlled, feels good, and it's pretty easy. And then fucking smack right in the face, and it got tough fast. Woo. All right, one more. All right, man. That's gonna be it for triceps. That's fucking good. Only 7 sets, but honestly, that's all I need for triceps. So I'm gonna do one more shoulder exercise. I really have no clue what it's gonna be, but one more. All right, so I'm gonna do. Let's go up to start at 170. I'm gonna do a couple, the normal sets, rear pec deck, a reverse pec deck, and then I seen a different way of doing this from Jeff Nippard. He was doing a video with well, a guy whose name escapes me at the moment, but he's a big YouTuber. Both of them are, and they were doing this thing where it's like one arm at a time here, and then just doing it like that, and then switching to the other arm. I was considering doing all the sets like that, but I think I'm gonna do 2 normal, both arms at the same time, and then 2 followed by 2 like this. At least try it, and if I don't like it, then I'll keep doing reverse pec deck. But I'm trying to stick with that weight. I was gonna go up, but nah, fuck it. I'm gonna stick with that weight. All right, I lied. I'm going up to 180. In hindsight, the more I thought about the 170 was just a little too easy. All right, I'm gonna give this other one a go. I'm not gonna make any promises that I'll stick with it or like it, but I'm gonna give it a try. I did a couple test reps, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm gonna give it at least one real set, just to feel it out, because you know how that goes. Sometimes, the first initial time you don't like it, but then it you know, kind of grows on you a little bit. But yeah, I actually had to. I had it on 70. I thought, if I can do both arms with up to 180 or a little more, 70 should be okay. It is. It's that position though. Instead of stopping here, my arms going even farther. So it makes that initial part of the lift a lot tougher. So I got it on 50. Yeah, it humbled me a little bit. But like I said, let's give it one real test here. All right, I must say, the deeper I got in that set, the better it felt. So you might be onto something. I think I'm only gonna do one set of that. That that was tough, but it felt really good, dude. Like my rear delts are screaming right now. So you know what? I think I might just call it there. That gave me a fucking crazy pump. I think it's gonna be it for today. Go back there and do some quick posing. Ooh, all right. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I got a decent pump. Not the best pump, not the greatest pump of all time by any means, but not too bad either. But I want to say real quick before I even get into this. Uh, so today, as a lot of you know, is the last day of the cut. So I'm gonna start a clean bulk for. Honestly, I don't even really know how long, but yeah, I'm gonna start a clean bulk, and I'm gonna keep it pretty clean. But I say that because it's a bulk, so I'm gonna be a little more lenient. But overall, I still want to keep it pretty clean. And yeah, like I said, I'll do that for. Again, I really don't know how long, but then toward the end of the year, I have a bodybuilding show, first one ever that I'm gonna do. So hopefully, I kind of get what I need out of this bulk. But yeah, this cut that I did was not a bodybuilding style cut. It was a cut. I was in a calorie deficit, quite a bit actually, besides my cheat days, obviously. But yeah, but like I wasn't trying to, lose water. Like you guys know how it is. The closer you get to a bodybuilding show, you're fucking dehydrated as hell. You're hungry. You have barely any food in you. No carbs. It wasn't to that level of extreme. So as you can tell, like I'm, I'm pretty cut, but it could have been like prepping for a bodybuilding show. It could have been a lot more. So yeah, like I wasn't shredding water and none of that stuff. But overall, not bad. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get right into this. All right, guys. I'll be honest. I'm ready to go fucking eat. That's all I got in me today, I think. Yeah, I am ready to start my cheat day. I'm gonna start a little early today just to celebrate the end of the cut. Why not? Oh fuck, maybe not. It's only fucking 3:30. God damn it. That's a little earlier than I thought it was actually. It's tough to say, but at this point, I think it's safe to say I'll probably start early. Oh my god. Fuck it, who cares? It's a cheat day, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back here Sunday for, well, I know it's legs. That much I know. Whether I barbell back squat or not, I don't know yet. I want to, but my body kind of determined that. However I feel Sunday. But yeah, that's it, man. Get out of here.